Let's talk about anti-aging. It's very important. The most important thing to prevent aging is thought to be calorie restriction. Facts are that humans simply will not do that. They're not going to restrict their calories. They're doing everything they can to eat as much as they can. With 70–80% of the population overweight, you know nobody's not only restricting calories, they're eating as much as they possibly can. That's the only way you can keep gaining all this weight. And they are, and they continue to do so. Food preoccupies everyone's mind. So you're not going to do calorie restriction. We can calorie restrict animals because we can stick them in cages. We can't do that with humans. Now, what is interesting about the calorie restriction model is that scientists have been trying to figure out what it is about calorie restriction that reduces the aging response. So they've been studying different aspects of that. And one of the things that came out from those studies is that glucose and the insulin that it causes to release are very, very potent aging forces. And they destroy your cells. Of course, this information hasn't gotten out either because we're addicted to carbohydrates. I just was reading the paper the other day, and I see that they've got school lunches all straightened out, and putting the kids on more whole grain foods and fruits and vegetables, and loading them up with the carbs and getting rid of the junk food, getting rid of the sodas, thinking that the healthier diet is better for them. Well, the healthier diet is just as unhealthy because it's got a lot of glucose in it. And the message keeps circulating all the time how healthful grains, fruits, and vegetables are. And that's simply not true. How bad meat and fat are. So we're going in the wrong direction. There's no question about that at all. And this glycation process is going to get worse and worse. Degenerative diseases are going to steadily increase. Heart disease, cancer, high blood pressure, joint damage, neurological problems. This is what's headed our way because we're following these ridiculous dietary practices. Now, I've got a set of standards that I prescribe for an anti-aging program. So that is to reduce your exposure to carbohydrates, reduce your exposure to the medical people, reduce your exposure to prescription drugs, drink some alcohol, it's very good for you, and I'm very much interested in bioenergy medicine, which is homeopathy and other energy-based treatments. So I use a lot of homeopathic remedies. I use them to help my body detox itself of environmental pollutants. These are the next major hassle and issue that we have to be aware of. Environmental pollutants are very bad. They stay around for a long, long time. PCBs are a bad news one, and they've got a half-life. And the half-life is the amount of time it takes for half of this stuff to go away. And the half-life for PCBs is 8 to 15 years. And this stuff sits in you and it destroys you. And it destroys your mitochondria. And you should all know what a mitochondria is. I've asked a couple people during the last several days if they know, and they don't know. They don't have any idea. Because nobody's talking about mitochondria. They produce the energy in your cells. They produce the energy that your body uses to do all of its processes. So it's important to keep them healthy, provide them the foods and the fuel they need, and get rid of the things that might be damaging them. So that's part of my prescription to avoid aging and avoid the advancement of degenerative disease. And I recommend that you embrace them, and it will be good for you. I'm Dr. Greg Ellis.